Welcome to Mathenatic. We are busy revising content for paper 1. In this video, I want to discuss some of the basic properties of a geometric sequence and a geometric series. So we still have term 1, term 2, term 3, and term 4. Now this represents a sequence. If I said term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3 plus term 4, so by adding terms together, that represents a series. Now in a geometric sequence, we don't have a constant difference between terms, but rather we have a constant multiplier or a constant ratio between terms. So to move from A, or the first term, to the second term, I'll multiply by R. And then from the second to the third term, I multiply by R again. So we are multiplying by a consistent ratio between terms. So to find the constant ratio between terms, we would say term 2 divided by term 1, or we would say term 3 divided by term 2. So look what happens when I divide term 2 by term 1. So term 2 is A times R, and term 1 is equal to A. And when I divide it by each other, I'm left with R, the constant ratio. And if I take term 3 and I divide it by term 2, I have AR squared divided by AR. So the A's will cancel out, and then I use my laws of exponents to solve the solution. So I also have R. So the constant ratio is found now by dividing and not subtracting. So on your formula sheet, you'll find 3 equations that relates to something geometric. The first one is the geometric sequence. That is then Tn is equals to A times R to the power of n minus 1. And remember, A represents the first term. The geometric series, when we add terms together, is Sn. And that is represented by A multiplied by R to the power of n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. But notice your ratio between terms cannot be equal to 1. If R is equals to 1, then I'll have 0 in the denominator, which is undefined. And then lastly, we have a convergent series. Convergent series are used to find the sum to infinity. But the main property of a convergent series, or to find the sum to infinity, is that the ratio needs to be between -1 and 1. And that formula is A divided by 1 minus R. And that's some of the basics of a geometric sequence and series, which we will apply in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Support us by liking and subscribing to Mathenatic. Check out our Digistore for math study notes, with free downloads for statistics and financial math. Follow the link in the video description.